Hi, everybody. Gone ahead and opened up the room for you guys. You can take a few seconds to get settled and we can go ahead and get started. Okay, there you guys are. Sorry about that. Just a little delay in the sound. Okay. So I think you guys are there with us. So let's go ahead and get started. I want to welcome you all to our Get Response Landing Pages 101 webinar. Really happy to have you all and thank you for joining us. My name is Abby, and so I'll be with you guys today talking all about our brand new landing page feature and all the things we want to make sure you guys know about and feel totally comfortable with whenever you first start to utilize our feature. So this new landing page creator, it's totally new. It's been totally updated, and it's really going to be able to offer you a lot of awesome new features that are going to really help, take your landing pages to the next level. So for example, today we're going to talk more about how the landing pages are mobile responsive. So you can check that out in the editor and also in your pages when they're published as well. So totally mobile responsive. We also have the option for video integrations, so you can add videos straight onto your landing page. After that, we'll take a look also how the image editor. There is totally new and really awesome options to edit your images right within the landing page creator. And also the really new awesome feature as well, as they all are, is the option for A/B testing. So you can actually split test and check out the performance of different variations of your landing pages and see what is working better for the visitors to your pages. And I want to show you all of that today. So with that said, I think it's definitely time that we get creative and actually take a look at this new feature and the options that we're going to have within it. So let's do that now. I'm going to show you guys. This is what you're going to see whenever you're going to be creating your new landing page. Of course, you'll just be going to landing page create, and you're going to be brought to our template section. There's over 100 templates available for you to choose from. So there's definitely something there that should catch your eye and get you excited to start. And of course, you can also choose to start from scratch as well and build your own template. And on the side here, you're just going to see different options that you have to be able to see the different section of templates that we have. And of course, they're all mobile optimized, as we've said. So you don't have to worry about how people are going to be viewing your page. It's already been handled on our end. And on the side here is basically just different types of templates that you can choose from or browse around from that something may be more applicable to you. So let's find a template we want to work on today. And we can show you guys some of these features and the way you're going to be able to use them. So I like this template. We'll use that. Monster will load our template for us. And then you can see it loaded within the landing page editor. Okay, so this is where we are going to go together over the different features and the options that you're going to have, how you can use them and what they all mean. Okay, let's actually start over here just on the top toolbar and get familiar with the editing options that you're going to have. For example, the options here, variant. This is where you're going to be able to create the extra options for split testing. Okay, so remember I mentioned earlier that you can create different versions of your pages. This is where you're going to do it. And also there's a thank you page available as well. So with this option, there's actually a thank you page kind of built in. So you could actually customize and edit the page that your subscribers would see after filling out your sign-up form. So you can see, it's already kind of set up as a congratulations or a thank you, but it's totally editable, I should say. And you'll see it has the same editing options that the landing page itself does when we go through all those editing options. So this is a really cool option for you as well. If you want to use your own thank you page URL, we'll see that later. Or you could use a built-in thank you page that we have to thank your subscribers for signing up. And then also, as I was mentioning earlier, the variant. So by default, of course, the page that we've just started is variant A, but you could later, maybe you want to test a couple different options. And I'll show you in just a little bit how the options will look whenever you're changing differences between the two variations. So we'll go there in a second, but for example, B loads, and then we can go back to A to do our editing. And these options here basically is your history, is where you can go back and forth between the changes. You want to undo or redo something that you've done. Over here are going to be our very helpful guides. Whenever you enable the guides and the rule lines, they're really going to help you out whenever you're laying out your page and deciding if you want to center something on the page, really help you with the layout and get things looking good. And I'll show you that in action just a little bit when we start playing around with the different elements. But that's what this icon is the different guides. You can see I turned them off and back on, and the guides come back on. For example, that's a quick preview of what a quick guide would do. But I'll show you more about that, I promise. And then also here is the option for the mobile preview. This is, of course, the desktop preview for the computer, but I think we probably want to check out the mobile preview as well. So here you can see the mobile version, and you can scroll through it. And this is actually live, so you're going to be able to see the changes that you're making on the landing page template reflected here within the mobile preview. So I'll show you an example of that. I'm going to go down just a bit within our template. And for example, I want to change the color of this button. So I'll show you that really fast. Basically just showing you how the update could be live. So I want to make it green. Okay, so I'll edit that, go back to the mobile version, and you'll be able to see, that it's green. So this is just showing you the editing options that you're making are going to be visible while you work within the mobile preview. Okay, and this is where you can view it via this icon here. But I'll go ahead and hide that again so we have full access to the template that we're working on. And yet again is the option here to the right, the HTML editor. So if you're really familiar and comfortable with HTML coding and you'd like to be able to customize or edit your page in HTML code, you can go for it with the HTML editor. That's where you're going to be able to do that here. And from there is our settings. This is where you have your SEO settings, search engine optimization. You could enter in the desired title and description, for example, so Google could find you if someone does a search related to the content of your page. So this is totally up to you. This is, not a requirement if you don't want to fill it out right here, but this is where you would find it in the settings. And it's also some extra additional settings that maybe they would apply to you, and that's where you'll find it, of course, under settings. Save and exit. Obviously, you can save and leave the page and come back later if you want. Maybe you're working on it, but you need to leave it for some time. Just click save and exit. It will save your page and exit you from the editor. Okay, so that's our top toolbar. We'll worry with next step when it's, of course, time to go to the next step. We can see here now is our editing toolbar. You can move the editing toolbar around to wherever you would prefer, wherever you're working. And the options here within the actual editing toolbar. I'll just quickly go through what each of them are, and then we can see some of them in action in just a little bit. So this is a text block. You can add more text to the template if you'd like, add another image, add a button. So you could use this as a link or another option via a button. This is a web form. So there's already a sign-up form as we saw on our landing page template, but I'll show you another option that may be why you'd want to use this option here. This is a box. This could help you group things together. Maybe if you have a few freestanding parts of these elements that you want it to become one group, you could use the box. This is the video option to be able to add the embedded video onto your page. Social media integrations to allow these buttons to help the visitors to your page like or retweet or something like that, pin it to their Pinterest boards via the social media integrations, and the rule lines. So rule lines are good for organization and to kind of lead the eye where you want them to go. So you could simply add more rule lines to your pages. So this is an overview of the content elements and the editing options you're going to have. Now let's actually get in the page itself. Okay, so let's start from the top. This is, for example, a logo. So commonly you probably put your logo on the top of your page. We could see the option here to click, and then let's say probably you have your own logo, not the one that comes with the template. You would click this icon here, and then, for example, there's our iStock photo integration you could choose, or if you've uploaded an image previously into My Images via Multimedia Studio, you could easily use your own logo there. So that's how you actually change an image, simply by clicking and then utilizing the image option. Also, you can totally resize, change the size of the box, change the size of the image itself of the logo, move it around within the box itself. As you can see, you can totally drag it once you have the image selected, or you can move the actual logo all around. And here you see those rule lines coming to work to kind of help you line it up with the rest of the content within your template. Well, that's a good option as well. So that's kind of the basics of an image, and I'll show you more of our exclusive and new image editor options in just a bit. Now, text. So probably you want to put your own text here, your own offers or information for visitors to your page. So yet again, you just click, and then you click again and delete it, add new text, choose the fonts, lots of awesome fonts available now. Sizes, that's all pretty straightforward, bullet, alignments, colors, That's all totally up to you. And you're going to be able to easily customize it. And also something that we can start from the top is the background. When you double click on the background, so all I did was just double click right here. And it opened up the editing options I have for the background. Now obviously this section of the background is an image. You can see it here and it was uploaded here. But you could use a color if you wanted. You could change it to be a color, a gradient to see it change. For the image, we have full screen, but you could tile it or repeat it or center it. That's all totally up to you, the way you want your backgrounds to look. And all you have to do is simply double click on the background of the area of your page you're working on, and you're going to see the options you have. Scaling the image, fit to screen, position it. This is all totally up to you. You have full control over the look of your backgrounds and how you want them to look. Upload images, use colors, any of that's possible. Okay, and we've talked about your text, so I think you guys probably feel comfortable with that. And remember, you can move everything around. You're not stuck with how you see things within the editor itself. You can totally change the height, how everything is looking with your text. So this is all really up to you. Let's scroll down a bit. And I think we want to take a look maybe now at the image editor, at the options that you're going to have to completely edit your images within the landing page creator. So here's an image I want to take a look at. I'll click it, and look, now you see the edit options, and the photo editing options are going to come up, okay? So here we're going to see the options for filters. So these could be, a neat technique to apply, for example, to it. That's a little scary. So you can choose any of the filters you want to apply to the image. The option for these stamps, so you just click on a stamp, it'll move over. You can resize it, rotate it, make it bigger, totally move it around, place it where you want, and then you could apply it, for example. These are going to be your options to totally, change the orientation to move the picture around, for example. If you would like to be able to change the width and the height of your image, you can resize it in that way. You have options for cropping. This could be handy for you as well, the option to actually crop the image itself within the image editor. Add text to the image. So pretty straightforward, as you can see there. Just you would basically be adding text. You could add it over the button, for example, if you wanted, and change the sizing and things like that to the text that you're adding. Draw on the, I'm not a great artist, so I'll spare you guys from a full breakdown of my art skills. And you can continue to customize basically filters with this option, as you can see here. The brightness, you can add some noise, like that. So this is where you could customize filters even more exclusively. Okay, so I think I'm good with that though. So you guys see all the options that you're going to have. So there are lots of ways to really change and update the look of your images right within the landing page creator. So we'll save it. We're now back, and there you can see we've updated now with the changes that we've made. Scrolling down further, let's look to the next step of our page. And now you can see the sign-up form. The web form is toward the bottom of our page. And so we're going to see the options we have. So this is kind of, by default in this template's been horizontal, but maybe I prefer vertical. I like how that looks better. So I'm actually going to delete this form and go over here to the web form as promised. I show you how you actually need to use that. And we'll drag it right on over. You can center it, for example, and then you'll see by hovering over the options to edit your web form. For example, you can add a new field. You want name, email, but also you want city. Now these are actually going to come from the custom fields that you have created in your account. And so you'll just be able to look via the custom fields. For example, I accidentally chose age, but as you can see here, you understand that these are going to be the options that you have based on your custom fields. I'll actually choose country. Okay. And then while we're at it, I could actually be moving this text block down just a little and make a little bit more room for the rest of my form. So that's an easy option for you to be able to change the layout of your labels. And if you prefer horizontal, and let's see what else we can do. For example, I just duplicated it. So that's a good way to be able to add a new sign-up form and kind of based on the looks that you want. Let's go back up now, actually. And I want to show you another example of how enabling the guides could be helpful to you. Let's say you want to add some more space. This is possible. With those rule guides, look, I can make this section bigger because I actually need to say more. Obviously, you would need to change this text to your own. Maybe you have just a little bit more you want to say, or you have an element you want to add. This comes to mind, I want to do a video. So I actually want to add a new text field. I'm going to put it over here because I'm going to have it act as a headline for the video I'm going to be adding. So let me give myself a little bit more space. And then I'll drag over our video options. You can see right there, I'm going to kind of center it underneath the text. Give myself even a little bit more space there. And again, remember, you can edit this. I'm just going to put headline so you can see an example. And then here are the options you have to edit. You can make maybe it a little bit bigger. Then you can, for example, upload your own. So it's a YouTube integration. So it would be a video from YouTube that you would be embedding here. And then you have the options to further edit the look of the video. For example, autoplay or loop, the things that you want to show or hide within the video. This could be helpful as well to you as well. And so honestly, we've been able to see a lot of the different ways that we're able to actually edit our page and utilize the different features that you're going to have available. So I think, honestly, we're ready to move on to the next step because we feel good, we've edited it, we feel comfortable with the features we have and the options that you have. I'm going to go to the next step now and see what else we can do. And so then, again, your page title and description. So we do need to put something to help us with the URL of the page, so how people can visit it. So this, of course, is just a example landing page for our webinar. So I'm just going to call it landing page 101 webinar. That'll be the URL. And I'm going to use the option for the, I'm going to skip the description option for now because I'm just worried mostly about publishing our page and getting the URL set up. And I'm going to use one of the GetResponse subdomains available. But if you have your own domain that you own, please feel free to assign your own domain. And we also provide you with instructions for how you can achieve that as well. The Facebook integration would allow you to integrate your Facebook account and publish this landing page on your desired Facebook fan page. So that could be a good option for you as well to help the fans you have on Facebook have access to the content on your landing page or sign up for the list. And then again, very important are your subscription settings. So you simply need to choose which of your campaigns in your GetResponse account you want people to be subscribed to when they sign up. Choose your confirmed opt-in preference if you want it on or off. It's of course off now because the box is empty. And also you need to make sure that you say if you want them to be added into your autoresponder cycle. So if you want people whenever they sign up for this landing page, you automatically add it into the autoresponder cycle for the campaign of your choosing. You simply check the box and choose which day you would like them to be added to. And finally, the thank you page. The default thank you page is earlier that thank you page we were talking about earlier, actually back in the editor. Or actually I should go back because I promised to show you the difference in variations. And so let me do that in just 1 second. But also here is the option for your custom thank you page. If you have your own on your website, for example, please feel free to use that, or you can use the one that you actually edited within our editor. Now, I forgot, I'm sorry, let me go back. I promised to show you the variation options, so let me show you that before I forget. Okay, so remember, this is variant A. This is where we did all that work. Now variant B, just to show you an example, maybe I would just make it change to opportunities. Okay, so there you can see variant A looks like this. Variant B, opportunities. Of course, you can make total changes to the different variations. I just wanted to show you a quick example. And you can create many variations. So you can keep clicking, I think, about to 9. And so you can create 10, actually, 10 variations of your pages and be able to track their performance. And again, I'll show you how to do that as well. So here's how you could do the different variations for your split testing. Okay, since I promised that, let's go back. Okay, we've done our settings. We understand the page title. Okay, now I'm ready to publish the page. Okay, so I'm going to publish it. And you can see it's live. So you guys could actually go to this landing page right now, and you would be able to see this page. Of course, you can do it after the webinar as well. That's up to you. But now we have some other options we want to see. So our page is live and it's published, but now let's go to Manage My Landing Pages. Or, of course, you can go Landing Page Manage. And here you can see it's published. And our A/B test, this is where you can monitor the performance of your two variations. You'll see that you have A/B test on because we recognize that you have more than one variation of this page, and you'll be able to track. Obviously, this is a brand new page we just published, so we don't have any statistics here, but you'll be able to see the performance of each of your pages. And then if you notice variant A is really doing well, lots of visitors, lots of subscribers, and variant B is kind of lagging and behind, at the time of your choosing, you could publish this one as the winner. So that way, everybody only goes to variant A because you've deemed that one the most successful. So that's an example of what you could do. Now, also, this is where you're going to view your statistics as well. So you'll be able to check out your visitors to your page, unique visitors, and also subscribers from your page. And you can also click on the statistics as well to be able to have the option. And for A/B testing, again, the options to check out your A/B test and how it's performing, and your statistics as well for the visitors to your page and your subscribers. This is where you can keep an eye on the performance, turn your pages on and off. Maybe you'd like to turn your page off for some time. Very easy to turn it on and off. It's as easy as that. So we have actually kind of made it through the basics of the Creator and how you can actually use this tool to create really professional looking, eye-catching pages that should really hopefully hook your visitors into signing up to becoming your subscribers. So we want to make sure before we say goodbye today that we answer your questions, and so I'm going to go mute so I can help anybody, but we'll stay open for a couple of minutes. But basically, we just want to thank you all for coming to learning more about Landing Pages 101. Again, we want to thank you guys so much. I really appreciate you having you. We'll stick around for a couple more minutes to answer any of your questions, but also in case we say goodbye, our customer success team is live, so you could connect with them via live chat or give us a call, and they'll be happy to answer your questions. So thank you guys again, and please enjoy the rest of your day.